Back to you.
All right, the clock is ticking to see one of the archaeological wonders of the world right in our own backyard.
KTLA 5's Gail Anderson takes us to Angkor, the lost empire of Cambodia.
Look at this. Time is running out for you to experience this, both the 3D IMAX movie as well as the exhibition. Built in the first half of the 12th century, took nearly 30 years to construct. Now, some of the science you'll learn here will teach you that intense monsoons and prolonged drought led to its demise.
Angkor was the capital of the Khmer Empire, and it was enormous. And the whole empire, the whole capital of that empire was about the size of modern-day Los Angeles. It was really huge. And it held a large, complex society. At its peak in the 1300s, it held approximately 900,000 people, and complex, intensive agriculture, roads, bridges, and all of that kind of thing. So it was much more complex and much larger than people initially thought when the explorers first found these temple ruins in the forest in the 1800s.
The president and CEO of the California Science Center, Jeffrey Rudolph, says some of the 120 artifacts that you'll find when you visit here were looted.
The objects in the far end here, you can see, are actually cut in 3 pieces and numbered by the looters because they wanted to make sure they got the right pieces back together again. And so they couldn't carry these huge stone objects. They were too heavy, so they cut them. But these were actually recovered before they got them out of Cambodia. Many of the other objects, perhaps most notable, the process Chen sculpture at the end of the exhibit. There was a whole collection of sculptures that were all looted and dispersed around the world. The one that we've got here was actually returned by the Metropolitan Museum in New York to Cambodian government, and then they loaned it to us.
Now, to impress upon you how important this repatriation business is, take a look at this. This has happened within the last 6 days. 30 artifacts, stolen artifacts looted during 2 decades of civil war, carved more than 1,000 years ago, have been returned to the Cambodian government following a federal investigation of private collectors and museums.
Unfortunately, Cambodia is a country that has had a lot of turmoil and wars, and in any situation where there's a country with turmoil and wartime, you see it now with the Taliban taking over Afghanistan, you see it when during ISIS and their control over Iraq. Whenever there's countries at war, artifacts are one of the first things to go and get trafficked.
This confirmation of just how important this exhibition and 3D movie are important to learning about the science of Cambodia here at the California Science Center. In downtown Los Angeles, Gail Anderson, KTLA 5 News.
It's a great exhibit.
Yes, for sure.
All right, coming up, actor Ezra Miller is seeking help.
What the star of the upcoming